What up is Marcus? We have the week 4 starts of the week. We're going to be going through a couple different positions or a couple different players per position here. We're going to keep it short, nice, simple, and sweet so you can get on with your day. We have quarterback starts of the week. I know that this seems like a homer pick, but trust me, I'm going to have some players again that I'm going to be against the Vikings with. But I do think Kirk Cousins is going to have a good game. When you talk about non-Monday night football games, he seems to do well. He's not in prime time. He seems to do well. And so he's going to London against the Saints. I think the Saints are just kind of at a mess right now. And so I think the Saints are a good defense that you are going to be able to exploit with Mr. Justin Jefferson. I think there's going to be some receiving in some of the running backs as well, depending if Dalvin Cook ends up playing or not. That will be a little bit of a determining factor. It will be a downgrade of slightly if Dalvin Cook cannot play. Jared Goff, again, I am rolling, and he is right now on fire against Seattle, a defense that has not been great. And so Jared Goff has actually looked well, and Detroit's offense has looked good. And their defense has looked horrible. And so I want those types of teams. I want the Seattle could definitely score against Detroit here. And so I see Detroit winning this game, but I could see them winning 35-21. And so if you're talking about 4-5 touchdowns, I mean, even if they have 3 touchdowns, I think you're going to have a minimum of at least 1 passing for Jared Goff. And I think you could even get 2, potentially 3, depending if Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he's been passing it to Josh Reynolds, DJ Chark. I think it's a great start here on week 4. And there's been some injuries and bad matchups, too, for some of these quarterbacks. Running backs, we're going to go with it. We're going to double down into the Detroit land. I'm not even a Detroit fan, but their offense right now has been great. And against Seattle, who just got torched by Cordero Patterson, Craig Reynolds, which I know might be a little bit surprising start, and Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams is the easy start, but I think Craig Reynolds is going to have a piece of this offense more than I think people are going to suspect. You're going to have where Jamal Williams is kind of that pest to DeAndre Swift. I think Craig Reynolds is going to have a good piece of this offense, and you're going to look and go, oh, Craig Reynolds was RB 22 of the week, and you're going to be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, he's going to be the Kareem Hunt to the Nick Chubb type kind of area. He's just going to have 40% of the snaps. I got a cough. Whew. All right, and we go on. Chicago. Now, I put Chicago versus the Giants. They just let up 178 yards to Dallas. The biggest key is if Herbert's alone, then Herbert's an easy start. Even if Montgomery is starting, I am actually going to start Herbert as like a flex play here, just because I think Herbert's going to get a lot of work with them trying to make sure that they don't overwork Montgomery this early into the season here. And against the Giants, who again got torched by Dallas, Zeke, who looks old, and Pollard, who's good, but I mean, I think you could say Khalil Herbert as a running back wise is much better between the tackles. The last running back that we want start of the week is going to be Breece Hall. Is this the Breece Hall breakout? I'm buying Breece Hall in Dynasty as much as I possibly can. Breece Hall against Pittsburgh, who's the 6th worst against running backs. So they have 27.3 points per game in the last 8 games. I've been getting sick the last week. Oh, man, it's been just a rough week. That's probably why I've been having allergies. I've been sick. So it's just been a fun time. And now I've just been coughing. I can't talk. I just cough all the time. Maybe not. Oh, I'm not editing this out. You get the real me. Sorry if I just coughed in your ear. I can't even talk. All right, we're going to go through 3 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. Then you don't have to listen to me sound like I'm dying. We have Amari Cooper versus Atlanta. They're the 6th easiest. It's just Atlanta, again. Atlanta's defense, not good, not lately. And against Amari Cooper, who's just getting an enormous target share with Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett backs up and goes, where's Amari Cooper? It's kind of like when Russell Wilson backs up, he goes, where's Cortland Sutton? Oh, where is he? Where is he? And it's just like, he's targeting him over a third of the time, Amari Cooper, that is. And so that's why, even in a lower passing volume, he's very consistent. Especially in PPR, you get even a little bit more boost because Amari Cooper is going to get more targets and catches versus these big bomb plays. He even had a couple through there as well, but I think Amari Cooper is an easy start. Now, Gabriel Davis, even Isaiah McKenzie against the Ravens. I am playing every pass catcher from here on out until the Ravens prove me otherwise, I love any pass catcher against the Ravens. The Ravens just seem to be horrible in the secondary. That was last year. I think Joe Burrow just absolutely destroyed them at the end of the year. I mean, they were just absolutely horrible. And then this year, they've been very, very bad. And their offense has been very, very good. And so, Ravens versus Buffalo, like, this is just, I want to start as many options as I possibly can, besides one that we'll talk about tomorrow in our sits of the week. And the last guy is Chris Olave. I do think Chris Olave is going to be he's going to destroy the Minnesota secondary, and so because they have just been not good, and Harrison Smith has been hurt. Harrison right there. So tight ends, Dawson Knox again. See previous statement. Buffalo starting any Buffalo player against the Ravens. That's what we go with. Gerald Everett against the Texans. I'm dying again. Gerald Everett against the Texans. This has only been like a 6-minute video. I think I've coughed like 4 times. Gerald Everett against the Texans. I think I've said that like 4 times now. Texans, horrible defense. He's going to be checking it down. I want to cough some more. Tyler Conklin versus the Steelers. Hopefully I'm not dying. He's been very consistent. We'll see what happens with Zach Wilson. Might be a little bit of a change. All right. That was rough. All right. Hopefully the sits of the week go much better. This is Marcus with Dice Triple Dads. Peace out. Take care.